In 1959, a year after Omega introduced their best vintage automatic movement under the 550 series, they released a new line of Seamaster model with the majority powered by these caliber. Click on the link above to learn more about the 550 caliber, including the 17 other calibers based on this movement. Without further ado, let's begin this episode. Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode with me, the Omega Enthusiast. In today's video, I will go through this exceptional line of vintage Seamaster watches, powered by the 550 series. They are known as the Seamaster De Ville, first introduced in 1959 and lasted until the early 1970s. However, De Ville was not added to the dial until 1962. Therefore, the earlier version is known as a pre-deville. But how can you tell if the model is a Seamaster De Ville or pre-deville? Well, they always have these straight lugs and comes in a uni-shell case. A uni-shell case only opens from the dial side, and you can learn more about it by clicking on the link above. There are many Seamaster De Ville models, and they come with or without the date feature. There's also a day-and-date version, but it takes a 1000 series caliber, which I will discuss in a future video. First, let's learn about models, numbers, and case material made available for the Seamaster De Ville. A Seamaster De Ville is no larger than 34.5 millimeters in diameter, excluding the crown by 40.5 millimeters from lug to lug. So do not expect to find a Seamaster De Ville like these in a 35 millimeter size case or larger. They can come with many case material, such as in faux steel, gold cap over steel, 14K gold fill, solid 14K or 18K gold, and 14K gold bezel and lugs with a steel case. The lugs on the 14K gold lugs version do break off when intense pressure is pressed against the lugs since they are soldered on. The gold cap version, however, will not break, so don't get the two mistaken. And to differentiate the two apart, the gold cap version will show steel on the inside of the lugs. A Seamaster De Ville is one of the most popular Seamaster watches with many different case models. International model number are usually 5 to 6 digit long, and those from the US collection will begin with 2 letters and 4 numerals. And you will find more unique dial variation from the US collection. However, Seamaster De Ville collectors are still surprised after years of collecting this line of watches to find a new dial variation surfacing. Let's go through the 4 examples I own, and this first piece is possibly the most iconic Seamaster De Ville in the market. That's correct. It's the piece with the crosshair black dial with date, also known as the Don Draper Seamaster De Ville watch from the TV show Mad Men. I would say around 99% of the time a Don Draper Seamaster De Ville is a redial because of its high demand. Ironically, the original Don Draper piece worn in the TV series is also a redial. The Don Draper Seamaster De Ville case model is 166.020, the most common case model from the Seamaster De Ville line, and it was sold at the Christie auction in 2015 for nearly $12,000. That is a massive amount to pay for a redial. Even $1,200 is considered too much, but at the end of the day, it's your money to spend on what you like. The second piece is quite unusual, and it is a Seamaster pre-deville with a Masonic dial. And no, I am not a member of the Freemason, but an ordinary watch collector. To me, these symbols are like a piece of art on the dial rather than some code or religious symbol. Since it has the Masonic dial, I know immediately that this piece is from the US collection. And because the case is 14K gold fill, it is definitely from the US collection. All gold-filled Seamaster De Ville is from the US collection, and this is one of the most mass-produced model under reference LL6287. I must point out that this is the correct Beads of Rice bracelet belonging to a Seamaster De Ville. Always make sure it has the 3x4 beads combination instead of 2x3. The third piece may be a bit too bling bling to some people, but honestly I like it, and probably that's why it is still with me. It is also from the US collection but under the model reference LL6590 with a solid 14K white gold case. White gold or rose gold is less common to come across for a vintage watch, and the diamond dial makes it even more special. You may wonder why some of these Seamaster De Ville case back are blank, and others have the sea serpent emblem. The purpose of the blank case back is for easy engraving. If you look at the second piece with the raised Seamaster logo on the case back, the engraving will have to go on the chamfer part. One thing that is important to me is I like my Seamaster De Ville to come with its original correct crown. The last piece is this 14K yellow gold model under reference KM6610. I would say this is my most common piece from the four. I bought this piece a while back and the dial is what caught my attention immediately. However, the first time looking at this piece, I thought the dial was not original, but I did my research and with a thorough examination, this dial is 100% factory original. In fact, there's a burgundy version as well. Since this piece dates to 1972, it is one of the last examples made with the 550 series caliber. The movement it takes is an Omega caliber 563, which has the quick set date feature. The dial variation is also available in the gold fill and two-tone reference. This is my favorite of the four, even though I know most of you will probably choose the Don Draper. In conclusion, if anyone is looking for a challenge and building a large watch collection consisting of the same line of models, the Seamaster De Ville is one of them. In the remaining video, I will show images of some of the pieces I have sold over the years. Enjoy and thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video.